Bold and Beautiful, 55, 52, 227, 2009.
Well, the funeral's today. Have you talked to Donna? Brooke? Oh, what? Sorry. What's going on with you? You've got this black cloud hanging over your head, and don't tell me you're all broken up over Bill Spencer.
Ridge didn't come home last night.
Mother went to the funeral alone.
Well, I offered to go with her, but she made it very clear she didn't need me.
Well, you made it very clear you didn't need her when you fired her, didn't you?
Thorne and Felicia send you over here with some talking points, or do you have an axe of your own to grind?
Look, I'm just glad Mother's excited about something. I wish it wasn't Jackie M. At least she's not staying home in bed.
I took care of everything. Pam sent the flowers to Bill's funeral.
Thank you, darling.
Decide not to go? Kind of awkward describing how you and Bill knew each other back in your modeling days.
That was a long time ago, Ridge. I'm sure everybody's forgotten about that by now.
Apparently not. I was invited to the reading of his will. And what the hell does that mean?
Come in. Oh, Karen. Did you get a chance to get some rest?
Not really. You know, after the service, people wanted to talk about my father.
Well, he had a lot of friends.
And just as many enemies, I'm afraid.
Some of them made right in this building, as I recall.
I appreciate you letting us use your office like this.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I just was surprised your father wanted his will read here.
Brings back a lot of memories, this place. And I can't tell you, seeing you behind that desk is really something. My father would have gotten quite a kick out of it.
Well, it's a place I never expected to be, believe me.
I was sorry to hear about you and Eric. Donna Logan?
Let's not go there.
So, how's Ridge? I heard about him losing his daughter the night before his wedding, and then I read they went through with it. So, Brooke and he are married again?
Yes, and it's going about as well as could be expected.
Ridge thinks Rick is causing problems in our marriage.
It sounds like he is if Ridge is staying at a hotel.
He's with Taylor.
What?
He spent the night at Taylor's last night.
It just felt right to have Dad here.
I think he enjoyed it too.
Enough to come back for good?
Thomas, father is married to Brooke.
Even after everything that went down with Rick and Steffi, Brooke taking Rick's side, that marriage is in major trouble.
Stephanie Forrester, Clark Garrison, my father's attorney, Mr. Simmons.
How do you do?
Good morning.
It's a pleasure. Not a pleasure that Bill's dead, passed away. It's a pleasure to be here to meet you. Is anybody else coming?
No, there was only one other person mentioned in the will.
Only one? I thought this room would be packed. I thought you would be over there putting in a DVD and we would all sit here and watch the old man tearfully explain how sorry he was for being such a jerk all his life. No offense.
Not really his style.
My father was never one to apologize.
Donna?
Donna Logan.
It's Mrs. Eric Forrester now, thank you.
Let's get started.
Thank you, Clark. You know, I don't quite understand why I'm here.
Everything will be explained when I've read Mr. Spencer's last wishes.
Maybe Bill wanted to redeem himself.
Bill lived a full life. He experienced a lot. The people assembled here today reflect those experiences. Great power, love, loyalty, and vanity. Bill left gifts for each one of you. Donna, these are for you.
Thank you. Donna, this box always reminded me of you. A beautiful temptation. But what's inside really expresses what I think of you and what you brought to my life. Bill. Oh. It's empty.
Clark, honoring your achievements as a designer.
Thank you. Oh. It's a gold medal. Look at that, Stephanie.
There's chocolate inside.
As fake as your designs. Thanks, Bill.
Finally, to his daughter, Karen, 50% of his estate, including his communications empire, and 50% to his son, Bill Jr., the assets of which to be shared equally, as well as the responsibility for running the company. Your father has instructed the board to name you his successors as co-CEOs, effective immediately.
Big shoes to fill.
Oh, you'll be great. You and your brother will be just fine.
That's it?
Have a nice day.
Bill called us here to insult us from beyond the grave. Nice.
You know, I'm not sorry I called him a jerk. He was a jerk. Karen, I'm sorry for your loss.
I guess this means that someone's gonna have to move out here to run the LA office. I wonder if that's me or my brother.
Well, I hope it's you. It'd be wonderful to have you around.
We'll see.
Why wasn't your brother here today?
I don't know. Mr. Simmons asked him. I guess he chose not to come.
Are you two going to be able to work together?
That should be interesting.
I must confess, I'm not quite sure why your father wanted me here today.
Stephanie, before my father died, he gave me instructions to give you this in private.
You should have fired Rick, not Mother.
You still harping on that? He's about to become your son-in-law, you know?
No, he's not. Steffi called off the wedding.
Why?
I uploaded something to my email. Steffi called off the wedding because she heard what you're about to hear right now.
My marriage to Steffi, it's not about two people in love. It's about revenge. It's about revenge for the years of pain that you have inflicted upon my mother and me. So when I'm saying my vows, and your little Destiny Westiny spot on the beach, I'm not even going to be looking at my bride. I'm going to be looking at you, Pancho. And the pain etched in your face as you say bye-bye to another daughter.
Rick finally revealed himself, Dad. I've been saying since the beginning of their relationship that this whole thing was based on getting revenge against me. Now I finally have proof.
Steffi heard this? She heard this, she must be devastated.
She is, Dad. She's not going to tolerate this kind of disrespect. And you shouldn't either. You need to fire Rick. You can't work at this company anymore.
All marriages go through difficult times. It's just a matter of surviving it.
Well, you and Dad didn't.
Your father felt that he should raise his children with Brooke, just the way he raised you guys with me.
So you don't wish things had been different?
Of course I do, Thomas. Yeah, I wish that I had fought a little bit harder to keep him here. I wish that I had fought harder, not just for you and your sisters, but for myself. Yeah, I wish that I had never let your father leave.
A letter from your father. There is no one in this world that I respect more than you, both personally and professionally. I entrust my daughter Karen to your care, as I entrusted her sister to you so many years ago. You'll find my son Bill to be very independent, a loner. But I know Karen will want to rely on your advice and support, as Caroline once cherished your friendship. I thank you, and one day I know Karen will thank you too. Love, Bill.
My father gave me the keys to the kingdom, but he wants to make sure I have someone to lean on besides my dear, complicated brother.
Your father wants you to succeed. Every father does.
He told me how much you meant to Caroline and how her death affected you.
She was a wonderful girl. She was so good for my son, Ridge. I think she was the love of his life.
I don't think my father ever got over losing her.
No parent ever does. But you know, these last few years, every time I spoke to your dad on the phone, he would talk about you. Tell me how proud he was of you, how you were just learning everything there was to learn. And
But is it enough? I mean, stepping into such big shoes is a little more than daunting.
I know it's overwhelming. I mean, Spencer Communications is a multinational company now with all those interests and assets, and you're going to be fine.
Stephanie, thank you so much. I should really let you get back to work. You know, you've been a wonderful friend to this family, and if there's anything I can ever do for you, I hope that you will not hesitate to call me.
Thank you. I'll remember that. Actually, there might be something that I ask of you.
Anything.
I'll be in touch.
You heard what Rick said. He went after my daughter to get revenge on me.
It's disturbing. I agree.
Dad, it's more than disturbing. It's unforgivable. You gotta quit cutting this kid slack. He's gotta go.
How does Brooke feel about all this?
No, don't bring Brooke into this again. This is your call.
Wait a minute.
I'd fire the guy myself, but I need your support.
She disagrees with you, doesn't she? Is this causing problems?
Rick is causing problems. He's camped out at the house. He knows I won't go back until he leaves.
What, you left Brooke?
Look, I just stayed a night at Taylor's, okay, with my kids. I'm hoping that tonight I can go back home.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm not gonna stay under the same roof with that guy, Dad.
All right, look, if what you say is true, if everything he has done has been to spite you, then he needs help. He needs professional help.
He needs to go!
No. I'm sticking by my original decision, the decision I made months ago. You and he are going to learn to work together. You're going to have to coexist.
Oh, my God. What you're asking for here, Dad, it's never gonna happen. Never!
Eric, sorry. I couldn't stop Ridge. I've got these really important papers that he's got to sign. Do you know if he's coming back to the office?
I don't know, Pam. I don't know. I hope he's going to see his wife.
It's okay to say it. You want Dad back.
Yeah, I know, but not at any cost. You should know that yourself by now. I mean, there are limits. There are lines that shouldn't be crossed. Any hope of your father and I getting back together ended when he and Brooke said, I do.
Grandma. Hi, Tom.
Stephanie, I heard about Bill. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I was just with his daughter, Karen, for the reading of the will. Gosh, she looks so much like Caroline.
That's because she's her twin. Well, would you please get your grandmother a drink?
Yes, I need one. Caroline was such an exceptional young woman, That Brooke doesn't hold a candle to her. Or to you either.
Rick's gone. Steffi moved out of the beach house, so he was able to move back in.
Well, your son being gone, that's a good start.
They're not together anymore. They're not getting married. Isn't that enough?
Rick's out of Steffi's life, but he's not out of ours.
You weren't able to convince Eric to fire him?
Oh, he heard the recording all right. He was appalled. Let's work. Yeah, Pam.
Oh, hi. Where are you right now?
At home?
Super. I just have these papers that I need you to sign, so I'll be right over with them.
No. Not right now. It's not a good time. I'll sign them tomorrow.
No! Tomorrow's no good. No good at all. Oh, Tammy. You have got to fix this. You got to fix this, but how? Darn. You should never have made me a receptionist again. Never, never, never.
Logan, you have to see my side of this.
I don't. And I don't understand why we're still arguing about this. You got what you wanted. Rick and Steffi are not getting married.
Yeah, because she finally sees him for who he really is.
Rick feels terrible about the things that he said to you, and he wishes he could take them back.
Why do people always say that after they've been caught? No, it's too late to take it back.
I know. And I talked to Rick about that. Steffi made her decision, and Rick needs to respect that, and I believe that he will.
Why, because he says he will?
You said we would work through this, and then you walked out on me last night.
No, Brooke, I didn't walk out on you.
You didn't go to a hotel, you didn't go to your parents' house, you chose to spend the night at Taylor's.
With my kids as well.
Yes, I understand. I'm not accusing you of anything. It's just, I see a pattern here. You tell me that Rick is a negative impact on our relationship. Well, I think that Taylor is doing the same thing.
Rick wants to see our marriage fail.
And Taylor wants you back. That's why she's taking such a hard line on Rick. She knows that there's tension between us on this issue, and she's pushing it. Please, Ridge, I'm begging you, don't fall into her hands.
I am not going to play the what-if game with either one of you, so the story does not have to end here. I know you don't want to reach out because you're afraid you'll be rejected. You're afraid you'll be let down all over again.
Dad could have gone anywhere last night, and he chose here.
Thank you, honey.
Welcome.
Mind if I talk to your mom alone?
Sure. He belongs here, Mom.
Tom is right. Brooke never made him happy the way you did.
Well,
Never.
if that was true, then wouldn't he be here right now?
I don't know. Sometimes men have to be reminded of these things.
I tried. I left Rick. Ridge was free. I went to him and I told him that I wanted to be with him, and he married Brooke anyway.
Well, I know, but you can't tell him just how you feel. You have to take some action here. Look, Eric did me the biggest favor in the world when he fired me. I would never have left Forrester. I wouldn't have. And I could have taken that as rejection, let it define me, but I didn't. And you cannot let Brooke define you at this moment. You told me a while ago that you didn't fight hard enough for Ridge. Well, fight for him now. Get him back. Take back control of your life.